If you're someone who moved to another country to start a career, especially as a woman, then this video you should watch from start to end. Hi, my name is Rishika Mihani, CEO and founder of Wolves International, UAE's knowledge-driven company, and you're watching Real Talks with Rishika. Today's guest is someone who moved to Dubai with just $400 in her pocket, worked in a call center, and almost 11 years later, she is the CCO, Chief Commercial Officer of Major Developments. In today's episode, we'll be talking about leadership styles, business skills, and what it really takes to survive and succeed in the UAE, given the current situation. Yulia, thank you so much and welcome to the podcast. I'm really excited for today.
Thank you for having me. I'm also very excited. I think this is a long needed talk.
A long one, yes. And today we'll try to keep it as raw as possible, though I have some questions, but we'll just let it flow.
Yes, of course.
So, people have this misconception about the women, especially who are at the top, that they must be having some godfather or someone, pushing them ahead. But especially for people like you and I who don't come with anything, no godfather, no support. And we are in this position as maybe the first generation to show other people what leadership and succeeding looks like.
Right. Yes. So I come from Moldova. That's a very small country in Eastern Europe. From a middle-class family. Yes, I studied well. I had good degrees, masters and bachelors. However, I decided to leave it all behind and come to Dubai. I started, yes, as you mentioned, in the call center. But very, very quickly, I've been noticed by the management that I'm ready to take responsibilities. So slowly, I was growing on the ladder. And I always felt like I'm the person that should be behind the scene rather than being, in sales, because all my life I've been in real estate. And I had the privilege to work in all real estate sectors. So I've done starting from the basic, from holiday homes for short-term rental, then leasing, then sales, then off-plan sales, developer, and even education. I worked in licensing real estate brokers as well. So being in all this, but all the time I was behind the scene. I was in leadership position. I was managing the show, making sure that everything runs smooth. All the processes are in place. All the people are in place. The right hiring, the right training, the right education. I feel like that's something I've succeeded on, and I really genuinely love doing it.
How old were you when you moved to Dubai?
I was 23.
23.
Yeah.
And your family was okay when you just said that I'm packing my bags and leaving?
Not at all.
What happened?
I'm a single daughter.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, I told them I'm coming for a vacation in Dubai.
Same. I have the same story.
Same.
I came as a tourist and I'm like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah. So I told them I'm going for a vacation, and then I tried to work. So my first actual experience was for 2 months I worked as a hostess, and it didn't fit my character at all because I'm a bit arrogant, I would say. So it didn't fit hospitality, the vibe, So then I moved, then I find out a job. And because I'm not a quitter. So I couldn't go back and say I failed.
Yes.
So I had to make it work.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know that feeling. I'm the same. But you don't come across as a person who's arrogant. My first impression of you was somebody who's very straightforward, direct. And I liked when we had our conversation in the office the first time we met was our thoughts were matching.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought, let's do this. This is a good idea because I found somebody who thinks like me, has the same thought process. Also, being a woman in any industry in the world, I feel, is not easy. People don't like to see you succeed and be above them or do better than them. Was it difficult for you to navigate those kind of men around?
See, I think being a woman in business, it has its own perks, but it also has the minuses, in terms of from one side, sometimes you're heard, but people are more open to talk to you. They like to talk to you. And at the same time, you're not always taken seriously. So, and because I was at very early age, it was I had to prove every time I entered the room, I have to prove that I have brains.
Yes.
Yes. I know what I'm doing. And behind that is not just because I was born smart. No, I did lots of trainings. I've studied a lot. I've done a lot of online courses, offline courses. I traveled for education because I felt like, if I can't take it with age, because when you have a gray-haired man entering in the room, everybody take him seriously just because it seems like he's serious and he's been through life, right?
Yes.
So, and I was competing with that market, I was competing with that world. So if I can't take it with this status look, I had to take it with my brain.
Yeah.
So this was always my solution. Like, I will enter in the room, I know I'll create an impression first, like, this girl, probably a model. And I was like, no, it's not. No. Like, I have some stuff in here.
Yeah.
So, it is a thing that I struggled, but I want to say, like, it kind of changed over the time. Because when I just came in 2013, the market was different.
Yes.
Now you can see a lot of women in power in big companies.
Yes.
And many nationalities have their presidents, women. So things are changing. And it's not so hard as it was at the beginning. At the beginning, I was genuinely not taken serious just because, like, woman, shut up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I can't shut up.
Yes.
I think this is the thing,
Yes,
like
all successful women have that. You can't shut up.
Yeah, like it's not an option. And if I know I'm right, and I have to.
Even if 10 people against you are standing and saying that you are wrong, you will still be like, no, I know I'm right.
I know I'm
and
right.
And you have to listen to me.
And I believe, like, if I genuinely believe in it, and because of course I'm also a salesperson, I'm gonna sell it to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, it just take a little bit of time, like a little bit more attempts, but I'm gonna do it. So yeah. I think it wasn't easy, but at the same time, it was a lot of effort from my side. I wasn't expected that in Middle East, in the Muslim region, right, people will take me seriously. Like, I knew that I have to have some joker in my pocket, to throw it. And it was always the intelligence.
Yes. But how difficult was it for you to come with just $400 at that age to survive? Dubai then also was not, it was still expensive in 2013.
It was.
How were you surviving? What was your whole budgeting system of, because it's not easy to rent, even to share an apartment now, the prices have always been high. How did you manage with $400?
So the first, as I said, first I came into like a hotel, right, as a hostess. So the first 2 months was like full accommodation, transportation kind of thing. So I didn't understand that I have to budget anything. And there is even more funny story, because the first $400 I spent on the watch.
On the watch? Oh God.
Yes. So it's hilarious. Yeah.
Yes.
And then when I decided to move into real estate, as a call center in a holiday homes, as I said, it was like a basic salary of 2,000, and I had 1% from sales. So like my first 3 months, I think I was making like 3, 4, 5 grand kind of thing.
Good money, I guess. Good money. No,
I was sharing like a bed space. And for a person from Eastern Europe, like back home, I had my own car, I had my own apartment.
Yes,
so
that's a change.
It was a change.
Yes.
But again, because I'm not a quitter, so I was like, I can't, like it was, the first year was hard, genuinely hard. I had some friends, my best friend came with me here. Her job was more stable than mine because she was a nurse. So she like right away had like some sort of, maybe like a better conditions. But yeah, the first year was rough. Like, I remember I gained lots of weight just because I was on fast food.
Me too. When I moved to Dubai, I guess the first 2 years I put on 17 kilos. So yes, with the stress takes it on.
But then I figured out how real estate works. And I realized
When did you figure out you're made for sales?
I was told, by the way.
Okay.
I never thought I was made for sales. I was told, like, Yulia, you can genuinely sell. Because I didn't learn how to sell.
Nobody can teach you how to sell, I feel. Yeah. It's just in you.
Well, you can teach, but like I didn't study it. I studied finance. So like I was always thinking that I'm going to be, that kind of back office kind of person. But then it happened that a couple times some customers came and I had to handle, some complaints, or I had to handle a sale. And then I saw where the money are, and I was like, okay, I need to get there.
Yes. You've had any role model in your life who's a man after moving to Dubai, somebody who's stood by you, supported you?
Well, I was in relationships, if you mean that, but we were kind of in the same, let's say, stage. We were both young, we were both growing. I think after the first year in Dubai, yes, I was sharing like my expenses with the guy, but he was also making like 8,000 a month or something. Like it wasn't the, it wasn't the dream story that people say, like you come to Dubai, you meet a sheikh.
People don't see the hard work behind it.
No,
It all looks so glamorous, right?
It
On
was
social
not.
media, that we must be living in a very good, like, a yacht or a private jet. We are wearing the Rolexes, carrying the Hermeses, but
I feel like this
story
is
is different.
our fault, honestly, as influencers. Like, I'm not considering myself an influencer, but I have a following. And I feel like I should have talked more about the hustle stuff.
True.
But I don't, because I'm hustling, I'm working at the time.
True.
And all the time I'm showing stuff. I'm like, I'm in this restaurant, or like I'm in this trip, or like, I don't know, I'm shopping. And I'm trying to make, educational videos and share stuff. But yeah, when you're actually working, you don't have the time to film. So you end up filming just the fun stuff. And that's like just 10%.
I agree. Because for me as well, I like to show the hard part behind it, because people think it's very easy to come to Dubai. They watch the social media and they think we're going to reach there and we're going to sell the first month and we're going to make 100,000 in our pocket and that's it.
And mostly
Because we make it look very easy and nice on social media, but it's not that. So I try to give them the reality check. There are people that are really struggling.
Yeah. And not everyone is made for it.
Not everyone is made for it. Why I said that you can't teach sales, you can tell them how it happens, what you have to do, what you have to say, the tricks and everything. But I feel sales is something like it's inbuilt. Like I used to think acting, if you're an actor, it is in you. Nobody can teach you acting. The same way I feel like nobody can teach you sales. Yes, we can tell you what to do, learn, get the knowledge, speak to the clients. This is what you should say. This is what you shouldn't say. But still, if it's not in you, because I've seen agents who've been in the industry for years and they are still struggling. They're still just selling one thing after 4 or 5 months because maybe they're not made for it.
I feel, well, because I'm a sales trainer as well, right? So what I've noticed is that I've seen people that seem to have no character for sales. So like they're not the showman. They were very like, you would say he would be like an accountant or like an IT guy, like very introverted person. However, he can run the numbers so well and explain to a person so clear, nice, like how you're going to get out of this investment, that he was doing great sales. So I think like it's more about will, like how much they want to actually do it.
Yes.
So because I've seen in my trainings people with great potential, like I was like, you were born to do this, and they were just lazy. So it's like a mix. Yes,
It's
like
a
you
mix.
have
It's a
to be
mix.
made for it, but you also have to have the will.
Yes.
To actually want to try hard. I think you asked me once, like, what was the best advice I got? I think it was like, you don't try enough, because if you try enough, you get there. Like, and I've done it many times in a lot of, because I changed even careers.
Yes.
Everything that I need, if I try really hard, I know I'm going to achieve it.
I've changed my career 3 times already.
There you
Maybe
go.
after 5 years, I'll do something else. You never know with me. Something else will just interest me and I'll be like, okay, let's go there. But
now you're a podcaster, see?
Okay, moving on to the next section.
Yes.
So we are getting into some serious questions now.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Everyone is worried about now. Should buyers be worried about like delays in handovers, or is there any pressure internally to cut cost on quality to protect your margins as a developer?
Well, I cannot talk for all the developers. I can talk for major. Because other developers, they did engage in some massive constructions, you know. So like, I can say us in major, we're lucky that we ended up in this situation with one product completely sold out. Second construction, Colibri, is sold for 70%. And the new project we are launching it now. So like we're like in the soft,
which is on Al Marjan Island.
Stage. Is in the Marjan Beach.
Marjan Beach, right.
So in terms of construction price, of course, all the vendors, they're trying to increase prices and so on. However, we have agreements and we have, stuff that they have to deliver. We're working very hard on negotiating decent prices and like kind of get.
But are the materials coming?
Yes.
They're coming.
Yeah.
So the construction is happening. It's not stopped.
Our construction didn't stop a day.
Okay.
At all. And I even went to construction site myself to check and to film. We are actually a month and a half ahead of the delivery. So we did not stop even during the floods. Like the construction didn't start for a day. So we are doing very well in terms of construction of Manta Bay. We're launching now the construction of Colibri, of the second product. So from our side, we are in a very comfortable situation because we sold it, and we're just going with the flow with our plan. We're not changing our plan at all. Unlike other developers on Marjan Beach, we are currently the only developer who didn't cancel the launch. So if somebody want to buy something on Marjan Beach, Ice Beach is the only product that it is out there.
Yes.
Because we're very confident, first of all, in the product. Secondly, in our brokers, people who we already showed the project, everybody are excited. There is, I don't want to be, too optimistic. I have to be honest. There is a slowdown.
There is,
and
yes.
Even like how I met you, and I've talked to a lot of other business owners, there is a slowdown. Somebody say 50% is down. Somebody says 80% is down. However, business is still there, and people are still buying. Unlike in COVID or in crisis, there is no from the customer. There is, let's wait.
I think a lot has changed since COVID. Even in today's situation, today we heard the news of the ceasefire, which is there for 2 weeks, and I hope it never starts again. And we always have the ceasefire. It's good for everyone. But the emotion for the safety of UAE has not changed. I've spoken to the buyers. Mainly the buyers in the UAE, 70% we should say are Indians and Pakistanis.
Right.
I've spoken to them. They have still invested. Sales are down, I believe, is because so many launches are not happening.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're holding a bit,
They're
right?
holding. They're waiting to see what's happening, because no developer today wants to do a flop launch. They want to be a sellout on the day of the launch.
Yeah.
So we don't see those kind of numbers in transactions. But if you see the resale, you see the rental in Burj Khalifa that we saw, or the big apartment on the Palm that sold. And yesterday, we as Wolves International, we sold a villa for 20 million.
Congrats!
Off plan, that is going to be ready in 2028. So sales are still happening because people are thinking, where do you put your money? Which other country is there that is safe enough for you to put your money?
I want to flesh out the numbers as well. In March, we closed for 55 million as well.
Wow.
So yeah, even in this time,
yes,
even now, and people are buying. I think about safety, the situation. Okay, maybe safety affected our situation, but then you go. Let's say Asia is affected by the oil crisis. Europe is affected by immigration and oil crisis. This is why I don't live in Europe, even though I have a European citizenship.
Yes.
It's not safe. It's very expensive, and the job market is horrible there. So it's still a safe place to live. It's still a safe place to work. It's still a big country of opportunities. And by the way, in terms of safety, we didn't see the war. We read about it. We
didn't feel it. I mean, people who are living here, we know the ground reality. We didn't feel anything. We used to just get the alerts. It became a new normal as well. That you get the alert, you just shut it, and you just continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? The casualties were very, very minimal.
Yeah.
If this was any other country, while just crossing the road, people die, or mugging, or, other things that are happening in the countries. For them, these numbers are very minimal. And during wherever this war thing was happening with missiles and the drones, still the casualty number is very less.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe I was blessed, but I haven't seen it.
Even me, I haven't seen anything.
Yes. So I know my colleagues, they saw it, and I heard some, explosions and stuff. But to me, it was like some fireworks far away. I heard it in my life. The only thing that changed is that business slowed.
Yes.
And there's no traffic. And apart from that, and I'm a very anxious person, by the way. I should have been one of the ones who will be freaking out and stuff.
Yes.
But I feel so comfortable when it comes to UAE, when it comes to business, because I've been here for 13 years. So I've seen the three cycles, and I've seen how not just the market went back to normal, but I've seen how the government supported it.
True.
I've seen how government is interested in the expats business, in investments here. So they will always come up with something to promote it, to help us build businesses here. In other country, the government cares about them, and about their citizens maybe, but not
Maybe,
always.
Also because a lot of countries don't have the money anymore, I guess.
Yes,
They are struggling themselves.
Yeah, and I feel this bad media about Dubai now, it's more of like, I'll call it like a jealousy kind of thing.
I was going to ask you, when it's a country, right? UAE is a country, but people only know Dubai. And even in the news channels, if you watch, they're only talking about Dubai, Dubai, Dubai.
Yeah.
So somewhere people were hurting because their millionaires and billionaires were leaving and taking out their cash flow from those countries and coming here and settling here and opening the businesses.
Yeah.
Now, this happened. It gave them a chance to speak
it.
about it, to trash it. Of course, there is a jealousy factor.
Yeah.
And the realtors also of maybe the UK, Canada, India, you start seeing them making videos of people are scared, they're leaving, they want to withdraw their investments and they want to come here. And I'm like, guys, where are you getting this information from? Because I am still getting calls about if there is a good deal, tell me.
Yes.
If a client is asking me there is a good deal, tell me. That means he knows the market is going to go up and he wants to just,
Yeah. Yeah. We also, during all this time, we had just one cancellation of an EOI even. It wasn't like a booking or something.
Yes.
One single. And it was on the first day. And it was a Australian, because obviously the news there were really bad.
Yes.
But the UI was fresh and, it was like just there. So we didn't have any, like, I mean, what I've noticed analyzing, it was that as developers and brokers, we freaked out more than investors did. Okay. Investors, they understand because, first of all,
you're
they
saying
have
this
money.
Because some developers started laying off?
Yes. The developers started laying off. They started making crazy payment plans. They started doing discounts that are insane.
I wanted to ask you this, that when a developer is giving, let's say 20-30% discount or a post handover payment plan that goes for 80 months or 40 months after the handover, how do they handle their cash flow? Is it a good deal for the investor or it is scary because this crazy discount doesn't make sense?
Yeah. Well, I will talk from personal impression that I would be very concerned. Like even if I was like a previous investor in the same project and I would see that they're doing 30, 70, I'll be like, are they even planning to build it? Like
how do you build a project with just 30%
or when
payment?
are you gonna build it?
Yeah.
Like this is something one, and the discounts are like, how much am I overcharged in the first place? If you are doing such a big discounts, and what kind of property will I get? Like, will it be made of paper and wood? Like,
yes,
which
yes,
kind
the
of
quality? Somewhere something suffers.
Yes. So, and also another thing is that I was talking to one owners of a real estate agency, and he told me, he was like, until Imar keeps the bench up there,
correct,
we know that things are fine.
Yes. I mean, Imar didn't change the payment plan, didn't drop the price, and I was like, thank God we are safe. Till these government developers do not do anything, nothing is going to happen to the
market.
And
we're not changing our payment plans either. Like we do some.
Because your project is amazing. I'm in love with Ice Beach. I mean, guys, you have to see this project. It's beautiful. They have an ice rink on the project overlooking the sea. Cigar lounge. It's beautiful. And the facade of the building does look like a 5-star hotel. I love it.
Yeah.
If I had the money, I would just put it.
Maybe I'll sell it to you one day.
Maybe I'll ask her for a discount.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Ice Beach is beautiful. It's a one of a kind. It has 6 amenities. I don't think a hotel in UAE has 6 amenities. So we went a little bit crazy on it, and it is a destination. Like I see it myself, not just a place where to go and gamble and casino, how everyone are selling Ras Al Khaimah. I see Ice Beach as a destination to go, like
whether the gaming resort is there or not. Ice Beach,
yes,
people will still buy, and it's a beautiful project for short-term rental as well.
Yes,
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's impressive.
What's your payment plan on that?
It's 70-30.
70-30.
Well, 10 on handover and 20 post handover.
Okay. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. And what's the price starting at?
We start from 1.5.
1.5 for 1 bedroom?
Yes. All apartments are 1 bedroom. We don't have studios in there. And also because we have 3 levels of commercial. The first floor is from 16 meters. So you basically from the first floor, you already have a view.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a very impressive.
That's a very good
project.
price, actually.
I know,
Yeah.
and you won't get it because we know the prices will go up.
Yes.
Do
Do you think this whole situation is going to shoot the prices of the construction cost, the
Yeah.
materials, and everything up?
Yeah.
So maybe now we are looking at a bullish market again. What happened after COVID?
Yes, of course. Because see, if oil prices can go down because everybody are trading on them, construction prices never went down. Like
Yes.
if they have a chance of increasing it up and they got the taste of it, why will they go down?
And it has always increased. I feel
Yes.
war or no war, every year construction cost does go high.
Yeah, and our competitors, let's say Marjan Beach, those who cancel or delay their launches, they will not launch with the same prices. Definitely, because they'll do their math and they will see that the construction price will gonna be higher. So yeah.
So today's market is a market where investors should buy and not wait for the market to go down, you think?
Yes, I mean, it has to be reasonable. You have to check secondary market, I'll be honest as well, because there should be some distressed deals. However, not so many as...
What is a distressed deal for you?
A distressed deal is something that is below the OP price, the original price, of course. But we were expecting that people will freak out and start selling. But people got educated in COVID. True. And they're not doing that anymore. So this is why people are buying from developers still. Like, we're still selling because if you have a good deal, you have a good product and you know that it will grow. And this is why we chose Ras Al Khaimah, because it's a place that has to go. Like, the main idea of investing in Ras Al Khaimah now is the capital appreciation. We don't calculate the ROI how here in Dubai versus the rent. We calculate it with the capital appreciation on top. So knowing that the prices will go up, knowing the construction prices will go up, it's the best time to jump on the wagon. Like, it's obvious.
There are many private developers in Dubai right now. I think we have around 3,000 developers currently. Yeah. There are some mid-size, there are some private developers which are cash rich. I think you are one of them. The private developers who do not have as much cash, and if they start delaying the projects, what do you see the domino effect on the other developers of that?
To be honest, I feel that everybody is responsible for their own, business. Major, it's a private new developer in UAE. However, it has a 25 years background in Eastern Europe. So we are very well versed and very well experienced in construction.
So Major Developments has any project that they've delivered in Europe?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of them. Yes. Okay. And the quality is great. So we strategically chosen real estate because of our experience. We chose Ras Al Khaimah because of our experience in Eastern Europe, because we understand the construction price, we understand the price of the land, we understand the capital appreciation that's gonna come in the region. So it wasn't just like, we feel like it's a fancy place.
But you started as an investor here. You came to this country, you started buying things, and then you saw an opportunity that, we can do this here as well, because we know the whole drill.
Yeah.
So what you did, you started acquiring plots?
First of all, we don't do joint ventures. So we own
which is a good thing,
land.
I guess.
Yes. So
the whole control is yours.
The whole control is ours. Yes. Okay. So this is very important. This is where, and for us, we have now we have to show that we deliver even in other time, because we are building our name. You remember Ellington before COVID? It wasn't there.
Yes.
Like, they grown in COVID. Like, they build up their name because they delivered the great product. That's what we are doing. I don't know what other developers are planning. What are their plans? Because Dubai is always like a wonderland. Like, people do very crazy stuff over here.
Yeah.
For us, it's a chance to prove that we are delivering good quality. We're delivering it on time. We're not firing. We're hiring people. We are hiring trainers in-house. We're hiring engineers. We're hiring, we are working on improvement from all the sides. So instead of freaking out and, laying people and so on, we are like, okay, this is a good time to restructure, to build more structure, and to make sure that we deliver even better and we can scale. Because, scaling without a proper base is dangerous. So we're like, because we grow very fast. 3 projects over 3 years, it's a lot. And in terms of construction, we're on time. In terms of sales, we're good. So we're like, we have to fix, so we're working on it now. And all our brokers are very happy with us. I feel like if you ask on the market, people who sold with us, people who bought from us, everybody are genuinely happy. Like we have a good name in the market. And
the thing that I liked is that major developments did not panic and start giving out discounts. This tells you really about that the developer knows what they're doing. They're confident and they have the good cash flow. Nothing's going to go wrong. So you had my faith right then when we had the conversation in the office, honestly, because these crazy discounts or crazy post handover payment plans, just because it's a good plan on the paper doesn't mean the property is good and it's going to make you money later, or it's going to even sell in the market. You maybe will never find a buyer for it, is what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, like, it looks desperate, but I'm not saying it out of like being, like, oh, they're desperate. No, it genuinely looks threatening,
Yes.
like if the developer is desperate, if the developer is trying too hard, maybe things are not that great. And yeah, of course, a delay of a private developer can affect the reputation of all private developers.
True.
But you have to do your background check. You have to do your background check. You have to do your research with whom do you work and how
And this
they
is
are.
for the investors. Whoever
Yes.
you are buying, you need to check their background, what they've delivered, how much delay there has been in all their projects, what's the quality, what are the complaints online that you can check or speak to
Yeah.
people and then go ahead and do the investment.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And this is also, I think, broker's job as well, because a broker
True.
is an advisor, right? So like
Yes.
you take your client around the city or the country and you show him different projects, and you have to do your research. You have to understand what you're advising, because you put as a broker your name out there
True.
on that thing. And
True.
when it will be delivered, you'll be the one either smiling, either blushing,
Yeah, true. I
So
agree.
you have to do a proper
Just don't run
research.
behind that commission.
Yeah.
It's your job to advise them. Even if you lose a deal, don't let somebody, lose their money. Big hard-earned savings. People, they don't have maybe 2, 3, 4 million to put down in one property. Some guy just has maybe 500,000 for a studio that he's been saving for 10 years and he's trusting you. Don't
Yeah.
break someone's trust is what I
Yes.
say. You'll make that commission somewhere else if you work harder.
Of course. Yes, 100%.
This is something that I want to ask, that people always used to think that UAE is the safe haven. But today, like 2008 wasn't directly connected with UAE. Globally, it happened. And it started in the US. And COVID as well happened globally. The least affected area was this country because they managed it so well and they opened it very fast. But this conflict is something where UAE was directly affected. And it's amazing and commendable how they have managed this.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody thought that they'll be this prepared.
Yeah.
And
we were surprised, actually.
exactly.
Yeah.
But is it going to put a doubt in people's head always that this might start again, or they'll always be in this red zone? What do you think?
So see, I like politics. I like studying. I like history.
Me too. I watch it a lot.
To be honest, no country is safe from some leader going wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are lots of crazy people in power or whatever. So you cannot say that it will never happen in Japan. It will never happen in Singapore, because everybody said it will never happen in Dubai, and it did happen, So I can't say that Dubai's reputation is affected, because Dubai itself or UAE itself didn't do anything. Like they were geographically
just in the middle of
located, yes, in a position where the wars between other two parties, and we are like collateral damage here.
Yes.
However, I am very glad that they didn't engage in it, which could have caused way more trouble than it is already. I'm very glad that they...
Did you even think for a second to go back?
No. I had some colleagues of mine that left.
They left for good, or they just thought that work is slow, let's just go take a break and come back?
No, they decided that they will come back after the war.
Okay.
And I was sitting at home. I have a dog, I was sitting at home and I was like, do I need to, kind of... And I don't know, it doesn't fit my brain. I don't understand it. Because I'm here for 13 years now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So like, it's my home. Like, I can't take it as a different thing. Like, I love my home country. I love going there. I don't like lots of things about Dubai. I like lots of things about Dubai, but it's something that's, I'm used to. And this is where I can,
And you made your life here. This is your life now.
yes. And
Yeah.
so I didn't think of leaving. Like, I genuinely didn't think of leaving because I don't know, maybe I'm too naive, even though, like, I like politics and I know how this kind of conflicts can go way wrong. But I know so much about UAE government. Being also a part of it, I worked with the Abu Dhabi government.
What did you do in it?
I'll let you know. So, like, I trust them because I know that people are very responsible and they really, really they care about this country. Because in other countries, you have a leader that is elected for 4 years and they can do whatever they want and then, they will leave.
Yes.
These guys here is their home and they know that they will pass it to their son and their son will have to handle it. And it's something that I like about UAE. Like, basically, I'm describing a dictatorship that I like. But it is true.
But it doesn't feel like that.
It doesn't. No, it feels good. I mean,
we have the freedom to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Just stay in your lane, follow the rules, the culture that we have here. You can do whatever you want. You can open a business. You can wear whatever you want. You can party till whatever time. Women are absolutely safe. If any woman is partying and getting out of a club wearing whatever, she's had a couple of drinks. I think I have seen a guy will stop and just ask him, where do you live? I'll drop you without asking for any money.
Yes.
You don't get this anywhere.
No. I after in 2019, I left for a couple months. I lived in London and I was terrified. I love London.
I've heard the stories.
I love it. I love it. It's beautiful because I like history. It's nice city. But man, in the evening it's scary. Like, genuinely getting out of a proper restaurant in Mayfair in the center of London.
When you leave your home in the morning, you don't know if you'll come back in the night.
Yeah, and like I was like scared, But in Dubai, I never even like. I can go and take a walk with my dog and at 1 a.m.
And we are so spoiled. Like, sometimes I just keep my bag wherever, my phone wherever. My key is still outside in the door stuck. I'm sleeping in the night. My neighbor is telling me in the morning, your key is outside. I'm like, it's fine. You give your keys to the people who are the helpers in the house or the drivers. And we never think for a second that anything can go wrong.
Yes.
We are too spoiled, I guess.
Yeah. How in food courts, you leave your phone on the table to book it? It's so funny.
I did this in Italy and my partner was like, you can't do this. This is not Dubai. You can't leave your phone anywhere and keep the bag ahead and walk like that. I was like, oh God, I'm not used to it. So you have to be very cautious all the time.
Yeah. It's dangerous. Yeah, it's... We're spoiled here.
We are.
And even the war didn't make me feel like I'm not safe.
Same. Not for a second. You mentioned you worked with the government in Abu Dhabi. What did you do? What was your role?
So, Abu Dhabi government, in collaboration with a big Abu Dhabi developer, they established a training institute that would license real estate brokers in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
So if you remember, before 2022, in Abu Dhabi, there was no licensing. So I was the person who created the training institute. We created the course, and now all Abu Dhabi brokers are getting a training, and then they have to pass the exam, and then they get a broker card.
That's
so
amazing.
Basically RIRA Training Institute in Abu Dhabi.
That's really good. I think some brokers need that.
Please
go for that.
In Dubai, they canceled the training. Now it's just the exam. So in Abu Dhabi, it's still a mandatory 2 days training.
I think it should be here as well. Speak to them.
Agree. I went to the private developer side. But yes, I believe in education a lot. I believe it's important. And we did a great job for licensing real estate brokers, valuers, surveyors. It's a great company. I'm very thankful to be a part of that. It was a great journey. Yeah.
In Wolves International also, we do a surprise test every week.
Yeah.
Me and Anshul are not somebody who will stand on the stage and start giving the long speeches where people are dozing off or the focus is very small. They're thinking about something else. No, we tell them to prepare something that they want to talk about. So they make a group, they study about it, they research about it, they make the PDFs, and then they come on stage and they, speak about that. So that kind of training is something that we are giving them. I feel that's needed in the market right now, because after COVID, the market did so well, and especially on social media, I would say that everyone just thought that it's, we'll become the brokers. People with degrees,
No
from medicine, from the law, from whatever they've done, engineers, I've met accountants, CAs, everyone wants to be a broker, leaving the good jobs. Because in Dubai, when you come, you start any job, it's not going to give you that kind of money. But in
Yeah.
sales, to get that first deal, with some people, it happens that they
Yeah.
close in the first day, first month, first 10 days. But with some people, it also takes them time, not because they are bad or they are not made for it. It's just about time and patience.
Yeah.
And people don't have that anymore. And some people are just busy making content. And when you do that, you don't have the time to learn,
Yeah.
to see the numbers. Because if you are sitting with a serious investor today, he will ask you about the product later, but he wants to understand the numbers first.
Yeah, I think investors, buyers now are not so tolerant to unprofessionality. If I don't know if I'm saying it right. Before, we used to be okay with somebody saying, "Let me check," or like, I need to double check on that."
Correct.
Now investors, they're intolerant to
Yes,
that. They are
yes.
like, done. Like, I
Done.
need somebody.
If you can't answer my question, then done.
Yeah.
If you're
so-
hesitant, you're done. Yes.
Yeah, so it's the confidence. Confidence comes from education. You need to research it very well. If you can't answer a question, you're basically gone, you know.
Yes.
So and if we analyze Pareto rule, it's applicable everywhere. Even in Dubai real estate market, 20% of brokers are selling 80% of deals, and 80% of brokers are selling the rest 20%.
I agree.
So there is a lot of brokers who are closing 1-2 deals in a year, and somehow
But they still don't wanna
live
leave.
by.
They
No.
still they don't want to leave. They keep trying.
Because we are selling this dream so well on
so
online.
well. I feel like telling some people, maybe you're not made for real estate. Maybe do something else. Try something else. Maybe you'll excel there. But this just looks too glamorous for them to leave it.
Well, I think the situation with Word will be a filter as well.
Yes, I guess so. I have promoted recently 3 people in my company,
Nice.
even during this situation. But I have heard there are developers who panicked, freaked out, and started laying off in the first week of when this started.
Yeah.
Are they just being precautious, or this is being overplayed right now, you think?
If you talk about developers, it also depends which developers, because some developers had a strategy of hiring lots of people and they were constantly firing.
Yes.
But the ones that just laid off a lot of people in the first weeks, to me, is kind of too much, or like too early.
Too early.
I think like they just freaked out. And if your business can't be sustained, like if you don't have a risk budget for at least half a year, it's kind of weird, you
It
know,
is,
like why
yes.
are you into the business anyway?
Yes.
You know, there are some industries that are going to be affected a lot, and I understand the layoffs.
Like tourism?
Like tourism, yes.
Yes.
In that case, I understand, because it probably won't be back by autumn. That hopefully, because it's summer, you know.
It's summer.
Summer is
Yes,
always
it's
slow.
usually also slow. So
Yeah, so like I'm taking it like summer started earlier this year, you know,
Yes,
so
yes.
it's kind of slower.
yeah.
But when it comes to developers, real estate agencies, I don't see a point to lay off unless it's about performance. Like if you see the person didn't perform before, obviously he'll not perform now.
Then it makes sense.
Yes, but like making it this, you know, 40% of staff. I heard them down, like cutting from the salaries, cutting from the team itself. It's weird because like you had 4 years of prosperity, of insane sales. You should have
Insane
saved up.
sales. Yes. Yes.
Even the brokers, the ones
Yes.
who are like freaking out and saying I'm leaving, like I need to survive somewhere because I don't have a basic. You had like 4 years of, or 5 years of like insane sales. Like everybody were selling everything at any price, right? So you should have saved
for
up some.
agents, I feel that the agents who were selling before this started, they have the money to survive for the,
Yeah.
let's say, next 6 months. They are still here. People who were struggling even before this started or didn't have the money,
Yeah.
and they were getting some kind of advance or a salary from the companies, those companies stopped completely. They had to, not by choice, but they had to leave.
Yeah.
Because here you still have to pay your rent, you still have
100%,
to
yeah.
spend on things. And when you know that you don't have anything in the pipeline that can, close, then you might as well go back to your country and come back. But like you said, for developers especially, I feel that you have good backup of the money.
Yeah.
Right?
Like you
You
sold for
launched
4
and
years.
launched and launched and you sold out everything. Why would you freak out in the first week of this started? And I heard crazy stories. 100 people they laid off, or 150 people they laid off, or they demoted people in the first week.
Yeah.
That was scary, and that created like little bit panic internally in our real estate industry.
Yes.
That why this is happening. Is it going to go that long? Do they know something that we don't know?
Yeah.
Because I have started my agency last year. For me, I also have overheads.
Yeah.
I just got the penthouse office. I was just thinking that now we are getting stable, but I still had that backup of staying for another year.
Yeah.
I always keep that 1-2 years backup, that no matter what goes on, the work will be the same. My personal life expenses, I have to maintain that. So that 1-2 years backup you should have. But the developers, I really didn't understand that.
I agree. In our case, we even had to calm down everybody because also they heard the rumors in the market.
Yeah, and everybody, then you lose the motivation of working, right?
Yes.
Because you don't know when you're going to get fired.
Yes. So like we had to gather everyone together to explain them. I even wrote the CFO to say like our finances are okay.
Yes,
like
you're not going to get fired.
Yeah, we're not firing. We're not cutting costs. We're not planning that. The opposite. We are hiring. Like I'm genuinely now on interviews every day.
If you get some good people, please send it to me. I'm hiring. I'm always hiring.
By the way, it's an opportunity now because
I
somebody's
know.
laying off. So sorry, that there's a lot of good talent in the market. This is why we're like constantly interviewing and looking around. Because
I think the good talent in the market is not shifting right now. That is another flip side to it.
That's another thing too. Yeah, but it depends, like on developers. When you work for a big developer, you can get lost in the big mass. You can be a big talent, but you won't be noticed.
True.
So you don't know, what
you
pearl
can't
you
shine.
can find there,
Yes.
So that's why we keep on interviewing. We keep on what replacing, I wouldn't say no, we're just looking for new people that can make our team stronger. Kind of new geographies. Maybe we didn't had let's say a Chinese speaker, so we hired now a Chinese speaker, so this kind of stuff.
If you have extra, give me.
Okay. Deal. Yes. So it's I think it's a good, I'm very optimistic when it comes to business now. Maybe too optimistic, I don't know. But my leadership, like our chairman, they are saying like, we're good, we're stable, we're building, we're hiring, everyone are safe. And this is what we translate to brokers as well. We're fine.
Yes.
You just bring us clients and we're going to handle it.
Yeah. You saw what happened after COVID. We saw the bullish run of UAE real estate, not only real estate, even the other businesses and the companies and the golden visas and the trade licenses. It was next level. The amount of growth that UAE has seen post-COVID, no other country has seen.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think after this ceasefire, we are going to see that the same bullish run now for the next couple of years? Because now what happened was the sellers didn't panic. There was no panic in the residents, the sellers. So globally, the new investors will have this confidence that even with this war situation, the prices didn't drop and everything was normal. And now we'll see a lot of new investments again.
I believe that first, to your point about golden visa, it was a big boost. So I believe government gonna come up with something
new,
something like that.
Yeah.
Probably something related to the taxes, or maybe, I don't know,
a new retirement plan. UAE needs that. We need to have a retirement plan so people don't leave only.
Yeah. So something can come up. I'm confident it will. I'm confident that once the war is over, we will show the whole world that how stable and resilient UAE is. And I feel like Abu Dhabi or like UAE government's gonna work hard on doing that, because I'm following the news and nobody's freaking out, everyone are calm, and they're trying not even to get involved into it. Like we're minding our own business and we're keeping us safe. That's why I feel like I don't think it will be the bullish because first of all, it was a big fall in entire world and it
Yes.
had to go up somewhere.
It had to, yes, and it went on for a longer period.
Yes, and then there was a Russian-Ukrainian war that also
Correct.
Influenced that a lot. So it was several factors that made that boost.
Yes.
And in here there is, as far as I know, there is no other factors that can so far to influence to grow it very high. But I don't believe it will drop. I believe it will be like, I feel like it can go little bit lower because of the demand, but then it will go up again. Because the values go up and inflation always goes up and prices always go up. So this is why, like, if you can, there is a saying, when is the best time to buy? Yesterday, right? Like
Yes,
it's always yesterday.
Yes.
So whichever market it is, even if it will fall a little bit, or like how we call it, the correction of the price, it will still go up at some point. The real estate cycle is a cycle.
It's a cycle.
And we have a lot of lands to build in. It's still a new country, like
developing countries. Still.
Yes, like it's not London where you don't have a space to build.
Even same in India, you don't have any space to build.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but do you think these big projects that were there in the pipeline, let's say the gaming resort of Ras Al Khaimah or the Maktoum International Airport or the plan of 2040, 2033, all that is still in place?
Yes,
and
sure.
The same timeline?
When it comes to Wien Casino and Ras Al Khaimah, they're working same. They didn't stop.
I guess the construction stopped only for one day and then it started again, right?
No, it's all on and it's doing very well. Like there is no, I don't have any doubts that they will stop. Can be delays on launches, yes. But that's more on the private developers. Like I don't see any big developers to.
The opening of the gaming resort is still going to be 2027.
Yes.
And as a developer,
I've been there like a week ago. It's building and it's growing up.
I can see the facade already. The glasses are outside the facade. I can see that. As a developer, what help or support did you get from the government?
First of all, they're more flexible now with us. Like we have some good options of buying lands, which we're reviewing now as well.
Okay. So you are seeing this as an opportunity to...
Always. Yes. Like we have a very young and ambitious team, and all of us, we see it all as an opportunity rather than a crisis. I'm surrounded by men, first of all. Talking about sexism, I'm surrounded by strong men that are supporting, and I feel even safer with them. That they're supporting and they listen. So I feel like our company is feeling very, very, very safe. In terms of government, they do say, like, we're ready to support in whichever you want and you need. We're in very great relationship with the Ras Al Khaimah government and with Marjan itself. So they're very, very supportive. And
that's a very positive sign. It gives you some kind of peace.
They're sharing with us their plans. They're sharing with us, like how it will be, what is the master plan, like, how will it grow, and they don't delay anything, they don't stop anything. So they're very optimistic. We're meeting them every week, to see the background, like obviously people in government know more than us.
Of course, yes.
So they keep on encouraging, and they're very excited, on whatever is coming. So, and they're very, to be honest, they're very thankful and like happy with us that we didn't back up on our project, that we still go with it. So
Whatever you spoke today, it just makes me feel like Dubai is not finished. UAE is not finished, right?
No.
According especially to the people living here.
No, yeah.
And we see how the government is helping everyone. The new businesses, the people living here, safety, security, in whatever way they can. And even though the world is in a hurry to wipe it off completely, we don't feel it's going to happen. But this will just be a hiccup.
It will be.
That the world might forget later because they might get busy somewhere else. Something else will start somewhere else and they'll get busy. Right? Now going to my next question. As a woman, like we spoke, it's not always easy. Did you face any kind of sexism at work since you started?
Maybe ageism. 100% I did.
Ageism?
Yes. Because I started very early and I was very young.
Yeah.
And I faced that a lot. Like, wait until you learn, mainly in training, because I used to do a freelance training. I was educating companies, and many times I faced the thing like, what can you teach me? You're still young. In terms of sexism, I don't know. I think first of all, I was dealing with Eastern Europeans most of the time. The only experience I had working with Arabs was in Abu Dhabi government, which were extremely respectful. Like, they were very nice. Like, I was shocked when, 30 Arab Emirati men were talking English just because of me, so I understand.
Yes.
I feel like this is, it's very important.
Yes,
They always,
that's out of respect, I guess.
Yes. So it's I have and Eastern European men are educated to respect women. They are educated to respect and treat us with.
They know how to take a strong woman.
Yes. And I think it's also my character, because I'm not a softie. So like, I didn't.
Trust me, you can't reach anywhere in life if you're a softie. I know that. I know that.
Probably, maybe even if I did face a certain moment of sexism, they got it back from me in such a way that...
so you stood your ground, always.
Yes. Maybe I did, but I don't know about it. Like, maybe I wasn't, hired in a certain position because I was a woman, or maybe, like, I wasn't shortlisted for something because I was a woman. Maybe. I don't know. But in my face, every time if something like that happened, I would stay my ground and it will be fine.
Yeah. Do you think for an investor or a buyer right now, whether he's an investor or an end user, it is a good idea for him to go directly to a developer and buy instead of buying it through an agent or a company? What do you think about that?
We're dealing with the brokers. So
is there any special discount you give to somebody who's coming directly to you?
No.
So investors, if they go to the developers directly, they don't get any special discounts?
From our side, no.
Okay.
In our case, it's a policy that we have in-house. We actually referred this if somebody comes to one of our brokers. So we deal only through the brokers. We're not competing with our brokers. We don't even do the marketing direct for sales.
That's a very good thing.
We do brand awareness. We do like something to promote our brand, to promote our brand ambassadors, our projects, but we never promote on direct sales. So we are dealing with our brokers. We're supporting with marketing budgets. We're supporting with road shows, whatever. Like, we are working in collaboration with the brokers. We're never competing with them. I know the developers are doing that.
I know the developers have teams where it's not even as a discount, but I don't know, some investors feel that if I go, I'll buy from a developer directly, why do I need you? And you know what, yesterday I received a whole list of properties a client wants to sell now because he has a lot of installments coming in. And he's somebody who would only ask for discounts from the agent's commission.
Yeah.
Or he would say, I know this one and the developer, I know this one and the developer, so I'll buy. I actually told him this. Do you think now you need the agent or the agents to sell your properties, or you think the developers are going to do that? I really gave it to him because now even investors, maybe because there are too many agents in the market, too many cooks spoil the dish, too many desperate companies or agents that are spoiling it. But investors have somehow started asking for discounts from the agents' commissions, which is horrible. And this is happening only because we know the commission. Yeah. Like, I don't know doctor is making how much, or my lawyer is making how much, or you are making how much. Because I don't know, I can't ask.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But because I know this agent is getting this much commission, they start seeing that amount and they think that I am buying the property, I should take it, which is wrong. Then they have this misconception that if I go to the developer directly, I'm going to get a better deal.
Which is not true.
Firstly, I have seen that the RMs in the developers, if they stay in that developer for even 3 years, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
They keep shifting.
Yeah.
Developers, RMs keep shifting from one developer to another every few years or few months also.
Sometimes they jump from project to project as well.
Exactly. But if you are going through an agency or an agent who's taking care of your portfolio and managing it, he deserves that.
I would say even more. We give better discounts or better conditions to brokerages that we're dealing direct, like that we are dealing close and closing a lot with us. So,
Yes.
but basically, if you are closing through a brokerage that close big bulks with us, you'll get a better discount rather than coming directly to us.
True.
Because we have
Because you're just
agreements with
buying
them.
one unit
Yeah.
and that agency is selling with me so much.
Yes.
Of course.
So, but we don't. I mean, probably if somebody will knock our door and say, "Give me this property," we'll sell it. But we don't. We don't promote it. We don't. We basically we don't have a team of direct sales in our company.
And I don't think any developer should have.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the bandwidth because they are so busy in launches all the time that they are done with one launch and they go on to the other one. They don't have the time to cater to every client and their payments and their installments and the mode of payment and taking care of their property. They don't have.
No.
But investors don't understand this. They just think that saving that 1-2% is going to help them in any way.
No, but it won't. You're not gonna get a better direct deal than you'll get through an agent. And
I agree.
This is not only with us. Even I remember being in the brokerage side with Imar, with Bingati, with other big developers. You'll get a better deal from the brokerage that is closing with them a lot. Imar doesn't do good discounts on the direct sales.
Imar doesn't do any discount.
No.
Imar is very this. I'll not do any marketing. I'll not do any discounts. I'm very
just Imar.
sure about my product and I know it's going to make you money. I'll keep the payment plan also difficult.
Yeah.
And you will still buy and you will still make money. And that's the thing I love about Imar, honestly.
Yeah.
I also believe that this is a broker's market. I
Yes.
don't believe that this is a buyer's market or a seller's market. If the brokers want to make it look good on social media and sell everything, they will.
Yeah.
Like they've been doing. And if the brokers want to really get one project or one developer down, they can.
Yeah.
So till the time the brokers don't stop, this is not going to be a buyer or the seller's market. Today is the broker's market.
Okay.
And the brokers from around the globe, I would say.
Yeah.
From every nationality, from every country, we have somebody for you.
They're focused on, yeah.
Yes.
All of us are
We
here.
have a lot of Chinese investors as well right now,
Yeah,
especially in Marjan.
Yeah, true.
Big Chinese investors that are buying the plots, the buildings, the floors. And we had the Russian wave, right? The UK is always on, Indians are always on, Pakistan, they constantly keep buying.
Russia has been always on as well.
Always,
like,
yeah, since the war.
Yeah.
And it's not gone
No,
down.
even before that,
Yes.
because I was working on Eastern European market since 13, so it was always on. Russians, they're always buying here. Now, the marketing, let's say the propaganda, it's bad.
Yes.
In Russia as well.
Yes.
Same like in India.
Yes.
Same like in UK.
Yes.
But people who already invested here, who know the country, who have been here at least,
I agree.
they know what it is about and they feel confident.
Yeah. Anyone who's ever come to Dubai as a tourist or resident or anything, they know the ground reality is completely different from what the media is showing. The media initially was showing that Burj Khalifa is down.
Yeah.
We had to make videos to show Burj Khalifa is not down. It's right outside my house. I can still see it, know where it's going. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
So Yulia, tell me, if you were starting as an agent today in today's market, what would you pick to sell? Like residential, commercial, or retail?
To be honest, I'm a believer that you have to start from low and go up and not go straight away to jump, on the most expensive stuff. So I would start from leasing.
Leasing.
Yes.
Okay.
I think leasing is teaching you to sell.
Yeah.
You close the small deals and they also give you this done thing, because you need to have a momentum. If you stay for 3 months without any sales,
You lose the motivation.
You lose the motivation, yes.
True.
So the momentum of leasing is giving you this, I can do it.
Yeah.
And also it gives you the connections. So
Correct.
you meet multiple owners, you meet tenants eventually become buyers and so on.
And
So-
instant money as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I would definitely start from leasing and I wouldn't start from like Palm Jumeirah and stuff like that. I would have gone in smaller areas, in cheaper areas where the turnover is higher.
More transactions a month.
So I can learn better. And then I would move to residential. And then I would do off plan. Yes. Just like that. Because a lot of people came to Dubai, they became broker in first, I don't know, month. They went to a big real estate agency that gave them leads, and they
Yes.
close off plan deals, and they think they are sales people.
Yeah.
But sales, it's more than just bringing your client to the developer, so developer is closing him, you know.
What are
It-
you doing in between? Yeah.
just chatting, you know, like.
Yes.
So I feel it's, I mean, because I'm a nerd, I like to learn. So I would have taken it from like smaller and like go up to build myself up, you know, to build a database of people. So even this kind of situation, how it is now, you will still have a phone book full of tenants, buyers, landlords, you know, somebody you can approach and offer something and deal business with. Because somebody who already made a deal with you, whichever it was, leasing, sale, and the deal went well, they will transact with you again.
If the whole transaction was very smooth and professional and you were prompt, then yes, they will come back to you.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I have a same broker that I used to deal since I was just at the beginning. I had my own brokerage. I had trained real estate brokers all over Dubai, big agencies. I'm still dealing with that girl.
Because you're comfortable.
Because like she was doing well.
She knows what you want.
Yes, and like I'm still like every time I need to buy something or to lease, I'm calling her and she'll find it.
That's amazing.
So I feel like you should start from low. You know, even in I'm an NAR certified realtor, how they call it. So even in the US, if you want to start in real estate, you have to start from the lower areas and go higher. Let's say in New York, you cannot go right away to sell in Manhattan. You have to start from Queens and Brooklyn. So like they also have the structure. Only in Dubai, from the airport, you go straight away to Imar office and you close deals. Like,
I also feel the RERA exams need to get a more, they need to get more physical and difficult.
Yes.
The certificates now have to get difficult if you want to control the quality that is here. And I hope somebody will listen to this and they'll start doing this. We need the physical in writing RERA exams that really, takes away the people who are just here for quick money.
Yeah.
Because if brokers leave UAE today, there's a big part that is leaving.
Yeah.
So you need for the economy brokers as well.
Strong ones. Yes.
Strong ones.
Yeah.
Yulia, what are your top 3 real estate predictions post-war? How soon do we see stability now?
Okay, so my job is to do strategy, right? Because like I need to know how it will go. So obviously I have strategy for all 3 cases scenario. Like if it finishes now, if it finishes in half a year, or if it prolongs longer. With today's news with the ceasefire, it's confusing.
Yes.
As we talked, yes, it is. You don't know, like, will they have this 2 weeks? Will they negotiate something? Will they respect the ceasefire or not? Because usually they don't. So we don't know much about it. But it's my prediction. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not that great with predictions, but I believe that things will go back to more or less normal in November. October, November. Yes, I think some are going to be slow. I think we will have to do road shows and to go out there and genuinely deliver the message what exactly is happening, because the news are very disturbing. This is one. Second, as you said, there will be a hiccup. Like there will be a little bit of a slowdown or price adjustment. We're seeing it now for I think I've checked on leasing. There was 5 to 10% on different areas a drop. But again, it's a little bit of a panic as well. So
also because summer is coming, and that happens always before the summer.
Yes. In terms of sale, on secondary, I didn't see big distressed deals. I'm looking for them, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much. I see developers, they do give discounts. Yes. I see developers, they do give offers. So if I would be an investor, I would take advantage of that. I would, enter in because we're considered now at the lowest. We are now in a crisis. We are now in a bad shape, let's call it that way. And smart investors, they enter in this time rather than fleeing, right?
So now people should enter.
I would have, yes.
Okay.
Because I studied the economy, so they're telling you like you have to exit on the peak, you have to enter on the low,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So if we consider that this is a crisis, that Dubai is doing not so well, so it's a good entry. And the thing with the wars is they end, right? Like say with the COVID, we didn't know how the world will shape after that. We didn't know when it will end and how it will be. With wars, we pretty know what will be. It will end. It will be a diplomatic solution, hopefully, or it will prolong and it will be just like a long, kind of thing that will be there in the background that we are currently getting used to. And by the way, I think you noticed the traffic is getting back.
I noticed it today only in the morning that it's back. Yes.
People are coming
back. But I feel
back.
the traffic was less also because the schools are shut and some banks, like the US banks and all, they're working from home. And people took just advantage of kids don't have school. Let's go, out and let's just chill and come back. So we utilize this time.
Yeah.
And that's why the traffic is less. Also, there are no tourists, right?
Yes,
we don't have as many. We have some, but we don't have as many tourists right now.
Yeah.
So there are not so many cabs on the road. So we don't see traffic.
Yeah.
But the residents who are living here are still here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also don't feel that there is going to be any price correction or a dip because the inflation of the world is not going to stop. Like I said, everything is going to get expensive. The cost of living is getting high everywhere.
Yeah.
And also people don't have any other safe place to put their money in.
Yeah.
You can't keep physical gold so much, especially in some countries. You can't.
You can't.
Your bonds and stocks are not safe. We've seen that recently. Your other coins, very volatile. Where else can you put your money where you can touch and see and feel and you can see it grow?
Real estate is always the best investment. Like it's common knowledge. Like everyone
like
knows
you
about
buy it now, you leave it, whether it's the land or a house or an apartment, leave it for a few years. It will make you money.
100%. Yes.
The up and down of gold also happens every day almost. But gradually, if you see the graph, it's gone up.
It's gone
gradually up. Of real estate in any country, you see gradually it's gone up only.
Yes.
Even if that correction has come or a dip has come, it's for a very short time.
Yes.
And people who made the mistake in COVID panicked and sold and they left. Those people have understood from their mistakes.
Yeah,
they didn't repeat their mistake this time.
Yes.
They're holding it.
Everyone are holding it.
Everyone is holding it. Nobody wants anyone to take advantage of this situation. The sellers are not panicking. Good job, sellers. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And that's why we have the stable market, which is good. And there is no other country which is safe. There is no other investment where I can put my money. So I guess real estate is the only thing that you're making an asset and something that you can physically see, like I said.
Yeah.
Right?
And even if you do invest in stocks and all other stuff, you have to differentiate your portfolio anyway.
Yeah,
and
I was coming to that.
And the real estate is anyway, it's a part of it. It is actually a big question, like lots of investors that we are dealing with, who are like, where do we put our money now? Like, because I have like friends or like investors that I used to deal and they're like, I'm holding with Dubai because I really don't know what else I can bring them, So we don't see a drop in the market. We see a slowdown and people are just watching and analyzing to see, to make a decision,
it's
how
more
it
of a
be.
pause, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it's like a slowdown.
Like the ceasefire pause.
Yeah.
We are at a pause.
Yeah.
I help diversify my clients' portfolios and I manage their portfolios. What is Major Development doing to diversify their portfolio?
All our projects are different. Yeah, like we have Manta Bay is a luxury project on the Marjan Island. It's a unique masterpiece building. It's already like a landmark. Other developers are advertising their project with the view to Manta Bay. Imagine, so like it's a big masterpiece. And then we have Colibri, which is in Rock Central. Is more of on a cheaper side. I'll be honest, like it's cheaper. It's not on the beach. It's in the financial district, and then
which is also the future.
Is the future, yes. And then we have Ice Beach. It's on the beach. It's basically the JBR of Ras Al Khaimah. and it's a resort style building. Is a completely different kind of vibe, and it has everything you need to enjoy, like if party, rejuvenation,
Yes, it's
like
all in one. I know.
all in
I
one.
love
Yes.
it.
Yeah. So basically all our portfolio, like all our projects are different, and we have a coming up another project that will be a villa compound. So
I'm excited
yeah.
for that.
Yeah, so basically
When are we looking at? The, like end of this year or?
we were planning it after summer, so
Mhm.
let's see. We're not going crazy as well, like
Yes.
we're analyzing the market, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This 2 weeks, after 2 weeks, we'll know more, I guess. Yeah. What's
I
gonna
hope
happen?
faster.
If somebody was starting their career journey coming into the UAE as a
Mhm.
real estate agent or a student or an investor or anyone,
Mm-hmm.
do you think today or UAE is still the land of opportunity? Like they can make their career even today?
Yes.
What different they should do from before now?
See, there is no country in the world that has such an easy entry visa process,
True.
like an employment visa.
True.
I researched.
Yes.
Like I genuinely
Yes.
searched. I was curious. So like there's no other place.
Yes.
Second, there is not everybody freaked out, and
Hmm.
not all the industries got affected.
Hmm.
So there's lots of industries that you can still make money and they're still hiring and so on. I just really recommend not everyone to jump on the real estate thing.
Yes,
like
there are more things to do here.
Yes,
There are
there's
so many industries now.
Yes, there's a lot of things that you can do. There's a lot of, like, if you have a specialty, a profession, you can grow big time, in Dubai. And Dubai, it's not Dubai only, UAE, it's a country that doesn't have racism how
Exactly.
other countries have. Like
Exactly.
we're all
200 nationalities
Yes.
living in harmony even during the war.
we're all foreigners here, but all we're feeling like at home, like
Yes.
if you try to get a job somewhere abroad where you are not a citizen, you'll have speed bumps. Like it won't be easy, and you
Yes.
probably will not land into a decent job right away. In the UAE, you are like everybody else.
Yes.
Like it's a matter of your education, your skill set,
If you
your
deserve it,
communication.
basically.
Yes, so it doesn't matter which nationality you are. So I think this is it's still the place to, as I said, I'm hiring, right? So like if you're smart, if you're intelligent, if you're educated, if you're ambitious,
If you're trainable.
if you're trainable, yes, like welcome.
Yes.
So I believe it's still a good place to grow. Yeah, I'm very happy that I made the decision 13 years ago.
Me too. I'm also happy. I think what UAE has given me is, I'm really happy with it, and I feel very blessed that all I have is gratitude. And not for a day did I think of going back. Not for a day. It wasn't a choice. Other companies started looking at the real estate of Thailand,
Bali.
of Bali. They started sending their team saying that, we'll sell this, we'll sell that. I told my partner, till the last day, I'm going to fight and I'm going to be here. And not only because I have a business and we just started, not only because of that, I'm very bullish. I don't know why I have this positive feeling that UAE is not going to just get done like this, right?
No.
I mean, they have big plans, and the
Yeah.
leaders here are very resilient, and they've seen this before.
Yeah.
They know how to survive, sustain, and again build.
Yes.
If they can build all this with just sand, you have no idea what's coming in the future. So I'm sticking here and I'm fighting. And that's what I told my agents as well.
Yeah.
If you run away now, I mean, this is an opportunity for you to get strong and learn. You know how much we are learning?
Yeah.
This is going to be a talk later with our kids and everybody.
Yes.
We were there during the war.
I paused the war,
Yes,
yeah.
we did that. We saw that. And this is just going to make us stronger. That's it. It's about how you
agree.
learn and what you get from it.
And it's a good opportunity for real estate brokers who they want to work, you know,
Yes.
like, because a lot of people, they did freak out. A lot of this kind of optimism is down, like people are pessimistic. So if you put yourself together and go out there and start knocking doors, start calling, start approaching customers, you can make it a big fortune. And I genuinely believe in it, because I'm seeing a lot of brokers are pessimistic, and some of them are active and they're closing, even in my office.
Same here. Same
Yeah.
here.
So I think
Because I feel a broker can close in any market, good or bad. If it's a good broker, good agent, they know how to sell. they will sell in any market.
Yes.
I highly believe in that.
100%. This is what I'm telling our guys. I'm like, guys, we need to sell just 700 units. 700 people is not so much. Like, it's not something like impossible, you know? Like, you just need to go there and to find these people. But if you stay in the office and think and read the news and think that it's end of the world, of course you won't achieve it.
True. I agree. 100%. Yulia, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? The strong woman that I see in front of me is going to build what next?
I know I'm going to be here, I think. I think I'm going to be here. And I know I'm going to be in real estate because do you know how many times I tried to get out of it? It drags me back.
You can't leave it.
No.
Trust me, I know this. Once you're in real estate, you can't leave it. I know that.
I think it's in my veins.
Yeah.
And I think I'm looking forward to see how this whole thing will unfold and how we will all grow. The ones who are resilient, I feel like we will be blessed and rewarded for the resilience we have now.
True. I agree.
So I think just don't give up and try again and again and again until it works.
That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you for having me.
We had very raw and insightful experience with you today. And guys, please share this with someone who wants the on-ground reality and clarity of what's happening in the UAE. Don't believe everything you see on social media. My name is Rishika Mihani, CEO of Wolves International, and I have Yulia to thank for today's amazing podcast.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.